We got our hands on Dr. Anthony Fauci's diary.
More than 1,000 pages of Fauci's private pandemic-era journal entries, or his diary.
We're going to read from it, and it's going to make you very angry.
This diary is damning.
Dr. Tony Fauci kept a diary.
Move over, Iran war. There's a new most important story in the world. Anthony Fauci kept a diary. Sorry, a diary. Fauci's diary is explosive. There is an epidemic of explosive diaries sweeping this nation. But what's in this dastardly diary? Well, I've been watching Fox News for 2,020 hours straight, and I'm ready to Fox-plain Anthony Fauci's scandalous diary.
Dear Diary, the press is going wild with me. The situation with my national and international fame is explosive and really unimaginable. Me.
A very tiny, selfish, egomaniacal man.
I always knew he was a megalomaniac.
This guy is completely obsessed with himself. I bet he'd put his name on random buildings if you let him. I mean, who writes a diary about themselves? What a lunatic.
Diary entries where he talks about hanging out with journalists.
He went on and on about his relationship with Jake Tapper of CNN.
Having dinner with Jake and Jen Tapper, receiving cookies from Joe and Jill Biden, and letting it get to his head. We had no time for that.
Kellyanne Conway had no time for cookies during the pandemic. She was too busy going on Fox News telling people there was no pandemic. Hey, Dr. Famous Amos, we needed a leader, not a cookie monster. Me want public health leadership.
Is it working? We never know around our studios, especially when some of us have to quarantine after a summer cold because, oh my fucking God.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. As you're probably guessing right now, some of us are isolating because they decided to deal with people and whatever. I'm not saying names, but the initials start with RFK, and they decided to tell us about what a possum they decided to wrangle in Utah, and that's why we are isolating here on another Tape Tam podcast. I'm Tommy Milagro.
I'm Bill Frost, and this is episode 0580.
Yes, the quarantining edition for now.
Sure, yeah.
So, yeah.
And this week's sponsor who are we brought to us by?
Well, that would be our good friends at Outlaw Distillery. In fact, I was going to bring this to you, but again, RFK, I'm going to tell you right now, this is brought to you by the North Rim American single malt whiskey.
Okay.
Which now, Outlaw Distillery, which is in Midvale, they do have a distillery out in Arizona. So this is their Arizona version batches that you will find down there. So it is a very tasty drink when you have to, desanitize, for which I'm trying to do somewhat successfully.
So was that particular whiskey? Is that available in Utah?
It is at their Midvale store. So
okay.
I highly recommend that you reach out to Outlaw Distillery and tell them Tape Tam Podcast sent you. So reach out to them and tell them Tommy Milagro and Bill Frost reached out to you right there.
Yeah. So, as you might have noticed, we've been sticking to a every other week recording schedule for no particular reason.
Well, mostly for health reasons, because, again, some of us decided, hey, what's the worst that could happen if you hang out with a guy like RFK? What could happen? Well, I am evidence of that right there. So, right now, just don't. If you hear the initials RFK, don't be that person.
You know, Last week, I would have told the listeners about a new animated series on Tubi, of all places. Yeah, it's on Tubi. It's called Breaking Bear, featuring the voices of Brendan Fraser, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Josh Gad, and various other people. It's a very filthy, sick, and wrong cartoon. Not for the kids.
Nope.
It's on the Tubi, and it's about a group of bears who run across a high school teacher and his student making meth in the woods.
Like you do.
Sounds familiar?
Well, a little bit, but my only question is there a point where anybody goes, go for Dad?
Not yet. But these bears, to raise money to fight the data centers that are coming to take over their forest.
Wait a minute. I know this story. I know this story somehow.
Yeah, so they team up with this high school teacher who's a very Walter White-esque character, but he's voiced by Chris Parnell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they start making meth, but they make their own special woodsy twist on it. It is honey nut meth. And they start selling it in the third episode. In the first episode, RFK shows up, which is why I'm bringing this up. RFK shows up in the first episode. In the third episode, Jeffrey Epstein shows up.
The fuck?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, this is a very sick, wrong, and twisted cartoon that probably would appeal to a lot of our listeners, and it's free on the old Tubi.
So, two questions. A, is there a reference to a picnic basket? Secondly, and I have to ask, who is the voice of RFK in this? Because
that I don't know, but it's a pretty good impression.
Yeah, I'm just saying anybody that gargles like RFK, it's gotta be a very high voice.
Yeah, that's even an even harder impression to do than the old Alex Jones, probably.
Right?
Yeah. But let me tell you of some things that are coming up this week on the TV.
Okay.
And let me go over a couple of things that premiered last week just for the hell of it. Let me see if there's anything worth bringing. Oh, this new series, Furious, on Hulu. Emmy Rossum. It's based on. It's very loosely based on the 1987 movie Black Widow that starred Deborah Winger and Teresa Russell. And she's a rookie. She plays a rookie FBI agent who's tracking down a female serial killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit of a Killing Eve vibe to it, little monster going on in there.
Like you do.
So far, I've seen it. They've put out a couple episodes so far, liking it so far. Also watched Supergirl, which came out on a home video to stream at home last week, and yeah.
Not the Greg Barenthal deal. This is the movie version.
Yeah. First of all, I like what's her name, Millie Alcock. Like her, and yeah, I thought Crypto was a bit much. I think that's why they sideline him for a good part of the movie.
Right.
Yeah, he's just a little less Crypto. And who is the character that Jason Momoa plays?
Jason Momoa played Lobo.
That's right, Lobo. There is just enough Lobo, not too much, not too little, and one of the big fight scenes, because you always got to have the big fight scene in these movies, set to the Eagles of Death Metal song. I Came to Make a Bang, which is a nice little needle drop there.
All right,
but it seems like it was just. Well, I give him credit for not just making the same superhero origin story movie again, but this was a bit of a mess, a bit of a galaxy hopping mess, and a lot of nonsense happens. big fight scene, more nonsense, another big fight scene. Then all of a sudden, the movie's over.
So all I'm hearing is we should not have dismissed Greg Burns. Oh God! Oh man, that was not a good way for me to segment there.
What I'm saying is I'm beginning to understand the reviews, not the Reddit chud boys who think this movie would have been improved with Sydney Sweeney. No,
No,
not at all, not at all.
No. Chub boys, you can leave off.
Yeah, it was a good time though, but it
Okay.
was a lot to follow and a lot going on, and and as far as what's premiering this week, today, as you're hearing this episode, Monday, August 3rd, season 14 of Futurama.
What? It's back?
I know. You would think a show that has been in existence since 1999 would have more than 14 seasons built up, but here we are. We're number 14, and this season we're getting into such 31st century plot points as lab-grown meat and space pirates.
Anything about data centers?
No, but I'm sure they could work something they know. And here's something I'm very much looking forward to on Tuesday on home video. Evil Dead Burn.
Yes.
This is the second in the current trilogy of Evil Dead movies. The next one will be coming in 2028, says here.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
So what's that one going to be? Evil Dead Utah?
Evil Dead Wrath is the name of that one.
What?
And, in 2028. And in Evil Dead Burn, there's a lot of fire. And there's also a lot of sight gags, Easter eggs, if you will, for Ash Williams, our OG from Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell. Be on the lookout for a few Easter eggs for those.
All right.
And on Wednesday on FX and Hulu, we have a new series from Ryan Murphy based on a Bret Easton Ellis novel. So you know this is going to be excessive. The Shards.
You mean this is based off of a book?
Yeah, it's the Shards, not the. I know it sounds like Sharts, but no, it's a D, not a hard T. A D. The Sharts is that'll be the upcoming Trump biography. This is based on a book. It's set in the 80s about a mysterious teen who shows up at a very elite LA prep school. Right around the same time, a lot of murders are happening around Los Angeles. So it's a little. Yeah, something going on there. And this series is very nepotastic, to coin a phrase, because one of the stars of this is Homer Gear.
What?
Homer Gear, the son of Richard.
Okay.
And also Kaya Gerber, daughter of Cindy Crawford.
All right.
Yeah.
And all I have to ask is, when is the Booker and the Pepsi montage going to be taken over at some point? I mean, that's the only thing I have to ask. See, kids, Richard Gere used to be a himbo on the show Booker, and Cindy Crawford was the supermodel du jour for many a Pepsi commercial, among other things. But please consult your dad's Playboy collection about that.
Yeah. Also Wednesday, Ted Lasso is back on Apple TV. The season 4 we never thought would happen because we were just led to believe that season 3 was the end of it all. But
we thought that was it.
Yeah, that was like 3 years ago. Now we're back. Everybody, with the exception of Jamie Tart, played by Phil Dunster, because he's busy over on Rooster on HBO.
Well. There's two people from the original cast that are going to be missing. Jamie Tart is one. The other guy, Football is Life. He's actually living his soccer dream with the MLS group, El Paso something or other. So he
Okay.
is living his footballer's life dream. So when
The El Paso Cacti, probably.
yeah, something like that. Either way, I'm just saying, why the fuck, Real Salt Lake, you didn't pick up this guy? How hard would it have been? How hard?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But
Me-
fine. We don't have to. We'll haggle on that later. But moving along.
Yeah, well, I see no sight nor hear nor mention of Trent Prim, journalist Trent Prim in any of these. So I don't know if he's back. I hope he is.
So many questions we have to ask, and you will hear all about it here on TV10 Podcast. We will keep up to date with these episodes as they develop.
Perhaps, and also on Thursday, a new HBO Max docu-series called Monsters of God, and this is about the colorful underworld of exotic animal smuggling.
What?
And yeah, if and the people who try to arrest them, as one of these guys says, the documentarian is asking them, so what's the draw? What's the appeal of smuggling all these strange animals and risking jail time? He says, "Bro, smuggle some fucking turtles. You'll feel the rush."
That was the premise about that.
That was a direct quote from one of the animal smugglers.
Okay, and bigger question. This is not on Vice, but it's showing on where?
It is on HBO and HBO Max.
Okay, because that kind of quote I would have expected from Vice, but here we are, I guess. So
Yeah.
somebody's business daddy is obviously taking a Vice model. Great, good for you. Good on you.
And on Friday, we have our first USA Network original since 2020.
Oh,
you may or may not remember Briar Patch from 2020. That was it was a pretty decent one and done mystery series. But recently, we've had Resident Alien and Chucky, but those don't really count because they were kind of shared property with the Sci-Fi Channel. So this,
in other words, meh.
Yeah, so this is called Anna Pigeon, and it's not an animated story about talking animals. It's a person's name, Tracy Spiridakis from Chicago PD. She's escaping the big city, takes a job as a park ranger, and she's solving mysteries in the national parks.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how many mysteries you can solve in national parks, but it's based on a novel series, so someone got a best-selling entire series out of the Anna Pigeon thing.
So what I'm hearing right now is that this entire series begins with the letter Y, as in yawn.
I don't know. Here's some of the other people who co-star in this. Tricia Helfer. Nothing
as
for
in,
Tricia Helfer.
Number 6 from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, Melanie Scrofano, Winona Earp, Paulina Alexis from Reservation Dogs, and Kim Coates from Sons of Anarchy.
So all I'm hearing is right now, all these fine actors need better agents. So that's all I'm hearing. And which does bring up the question: how hard is it for us to get them out of their contracts with their agents, and then we can just, along with our good friend Melissa Merlot, we just executive produce Sharknado 7. I mean, we don't need Ian Ziering.
No, and we probably are in number 7 by now.
I think it would be number 7, or we could just reboot the franchise and just go from there, and it wouldn't be that hard. So what we're saying is, Trisha et al., reach out to our TV10 podcast studios. We're at tvdanpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll figure out the legalities of all that jazz.
And
We're happy to do that.
I have one more for you.
Oh dear!
This is a new animated series premiering on Netflix on Friday, the August 7th. It's Alley Cats, but they've just recently updated the title of this so people can find it and will actually have some interest in it. It is Ricky Gervais's Alley Cats.
Oh no!
It's a animated series with a gang of cats who hang out and cause trouble in England.
Well, thank God we don't have to. I'm sorry. We may have a bad connection here. Can you hear me okay, Bill? Can you hear me okay? Hang on. Let me try to switch over on my. Hang on. It'll be. Oh, there. Ricky Gervais here.
No.
You may. Oh, you may know me from, the Ricky Gervais podcast. It's the number one greatest podcast of all time.
Really?
It's. I know. For some reason, this cunt you call Milagro, he just whinges on a bit. I'm here to tell you that I'm just going to tell you that I got this thing called about Alley Cats because cats and animals are just amazing. They are so amazing, but people are just a bunch of cunts. And that's all I've got to say. Oh, that's all I've got right there. And, I better fuck off there. And, the rest of you just vote for me for the BAFTAs. And maybe you'll see me at the Golden Globes. After those other slags are done with that. Anyway, cheerio. Hey, are you there? Are you there, Bill?
Yeah, I believe we have you back. Yeah.
And, what happened? What happened? We
had a bit of a drop in from Ricky Gervais to tell us.
Oh dear.
He basically told us nothing about his new animated series Alley Cats, and
okay.
I didn't get the chance to ask him the very simple basic science question of why are these cats hanging out together? Cats do not travel in packs.
Of course not. I've seen the Frost household, and we know cats do not travel well at all.
Well, they don't travel at all, but they definitely don't hang out together in groups.
Of course not. That would just be foolish.
Cats hate other cats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's more we could talk about the subject, but we will not get into that subject.
And I think it's about that time.
Oh, have we reached that moment?
I think so, yeah.
In that case, hold that thought. Mostly I just had to clear my throat because it's time to hit my music.
And Sparta, Tommy Milagro, go team!
From the sports desk of the Team Damn Podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling, and we are delivering it to you via satellite in Ouija because it has been a busy week, and we will just get right into it as of right now because we are dealing with SummerSlam as it's winding down.
Is that right now? Is that happening right now?
Happened past tense. Okay. And I will tell you right now that night one, this happened over 2 nights in Minnesota in the U.S. Bank Stadium.
Okay.
But there are going to be a few things worth mentioning there. Among them, night one featured Gunther going up against Nick Aldis in a one-on-one match, which was interesting because Nick Aldis came out to Oasis's What's the Story Morning Glory. Okay. And yeah, I never thought that there would be another Englishman coming out to an Oasis song. I thought Nigel McGuinness had the exclusive on Oasis songs, but there we are. But needless to say, the National Treasure submitted to Gunther in that event. And I'm not crying. You're crying because that was his first event. That was his one shot there. Oh, sorry. It could be the Northern American single malt whiskey that's making me so emotional. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. It'll help you to get into your feels right there. Anyway, but also CM Punk managed to still be the undisputed WWE champion against Cody Rhodes. And Cody came out to a American Nightmare skull that was styled with the Guile hairdo because he's going to be part of the Street Fighter movie because, yeah, that's a thing.
All right.
And yeah, and then as we're talking live on air, it was night 2 of SummerSlam, and the big event had Seth Rollins going up against Roman Reigns, and I had to say I didn't have much hope for this match because, who cares? But those two delivered, and it was the tribal chief that finally got the win over Seth freaking Rollins in the main event. So what that means as we're heading into I don't know, whatever season we're in. Who cares? But also, if you want to see more WWE stuff, there's the second part of WWE Unreal, which is on Netflix, by the way. And you will see John Cena giving his reasonings behind why it was time to retire, as well as see some up and coming stars be built up during that time frame when it was filmed, as well as you're going to see a lot more coming up because as we are talking live on air, the next pay-per-view, unless something else comes up at Slam Wrestling, you know I write for them. I mean,
I've heard. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just an assistant managing editor, and I just deal with columns and my own recaps and predictions, which you can see at slimewrestling.net. But I will say this: the next pay-per-view coming up is going to be All Elite Wrestling's All In, which will be held in Wembley Stadium in England. Yes.
Okay.
That'll be coming up on August 30th, which is my way of saying you may want to just schedule me out for that time. Just be aware of that part.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But it will feature Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the AEW World Championship. And who's going to win that night? It depends, but either way, whenever you see that match, which you can probably subscribe at HBO.max for only $39.99.
Not a sponsor.
Thank you. Good God, you are. Why are you delayed? I know why I'm delayed because of the Northern American Single Malt Whiskey, courtesy of our friends Outlaw Distillery.
Yes.
But either way, just know we will have more matches coming up for you very shortly because whether you hear it at Slam or whether you hear it on this podcast, know that it's sports.
It's Sparta, Tommy Milagro. Go team. Okay.
Yeah, short version, but the important thing is wrestles happen.
That's okay. I got a couple of little news bits from Deadline here. One of them is that John Oliver has renewed with HBO for another year, as opposed to the previous deals. His show started on the air in 2014, and ever since then he's been doing 3-year contract renewals. Except this time around, it's only a 1 year. And speculation is that's because of the Warner Bros. Discovery, Paramount, Skydance fuckery going on. So who knows? Who knows where HBO will be in a year anyway? So I think they're just being cautious.
Well, and even I know, I think I saw the headline on that in the social medias that he did this because he wanted to do it regardless whoever his business daddy is, and that seems in line with whatever John Oliver has in store. Now, we've talked about this before, and I think John Oliver's going to be okay. But
Yeah.
wouldn't it be awesome? Wouldn't it be awesome if Stephen Colbert were to come on to a show? Now,
Yeah.
apparently there was an offer for Kimmel to have Colbert host, and he was like, "No, I'm good right now." um, uh, and apparently, well, right now because Kimmel is on break,
Yeah.
and but still, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But at the same time, which we should also point out that Colbert is up for many an Emmy coming up pretty soon. If I
Of course
if I
he
got
is.
that right. Yeah. So how big of a dig is that going to be? And bigger question: how can we, as the media that we are, get down to Los Angeles and just ask the stars, "Hey, can we hang with you?" And Guillermo, can you give us that tequila so that we can interview the stars? I mean, we ask so little.
Yeah. I'm not sure where we are on the summer of guest hosts for Kimmel. I believe has Rosie O'Donnell happened yet?
Not yet, not yet. But all I'm hearing is that we need to be next. That's all I hear. I think our fans at CP10 Podcast need to make that happen for Kimmel.
Yeah.
So why don't we just make that happen?
I'm just happy that Trumpy the Clown's mortal enemy is going to be on TV all week, sometime this summer. That'll be nice. And I believe Tommy Milagro has succumbed to the plague.
Well, I'm laughing and coughing at the same time. So that's I had to make sure.
Don't make
you
me
didn't
laugh.
hear that part.
Don't
Yeah.
make me laugh.
Don't make me happy. Please don't make me happy any more than I should be.
And another news story here is apparently there's going to be a New Girl reunion.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why?
Apparently the people are clamoring for it.
Fine.
But
okay.
But I don't know if you've seen The Dink on Apple TV. That's Jake Johnson from New Girl. He plays a tennis pro who takes up pickleball and wackiness ensues.
No, I've seen it. I haven't followed it, which does bring up another question I have to ask for you. And we've talked about it before with Stuart fails to save the universe.
Yeah, haven't watched a second of it so far.
I have, and I'm in a quandary, sir.
Has it not justified its existence?
No. It has justified it, but here's my problem. I kind of want to watch The Big Bang Theory a little bit harder.
Oh.
How do I justify this? Please help me. I mean, Kaylee Kalakawaku,
yeah,
that helps, but beyond that, the rest of it, it's like, what do I do? Tell me what I need to do.
Well, pretty much all you got to turn on TBS any day of the week. It'll be there in like a 5-hour block of The Big Bang Theory. No problem.
So I gotta watch it harder?
Yeah, and they're joking that since Lamorne Morris won an Emmy for Fargo, one of the most recent seasons,
right.
Apparently they're joking when they say he's above a New Girl reunion, but I think it'll happen.
Okay. So I I gotta watch this a little harder, is what I'm hearing. Is that right?
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I
And
better get some more North Rim from our good friends at Outlaw Distillery. Some American single malt whiskey is just what I need. Fine, fine. I will bite that bullet there. Well, let's point out that we at TV Tam Podcast spare no expense when it comes to
yeah.
that. But either way, what you need to watch harder, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty simple. So let me start on my end here, Bill. And I'm going to say you need to watch a little bit more Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Yes.
And yeah, that is getting to some a really interesting territory right there. And also, I'm going to say you need to also watch The Ghost in the Shell, which is on Prime Video.
Yeah, okay.
That is honestly, and I think we talked about this before, it is very much in the spirit of of the Masamune Shiro manga that is based on, and also as we're talking live on air, Sugar, which is going to be uh, getting into their season finale
This week,
coming
yeah.
up. Yeah, and also uh, Cape Fear, because my God, Javier Bardem, Juliette Lewis, and some great guest hosts right there
Oh yeah.
make
Oh
this
yeah.
the best Cape Fear ever. And Patrick Wilson is, he's good.
He- He's
So
there.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there. What have you got over there, sir?
I'm quite liking the new season of The Walking Dead, Dead City.
Okay.
I kind of liked it before, but now it kind of seems like they're, Maggie. It's about time she got over Negan bashing in Glenn's head, and it's time to make nice with Negan. So that's what we're doing now.
Really, you're up with that? If that was you, you'd say, "Hey, Negan, all's fair. Hey, you bashed in my lover's head. No big. We're
Yeah.
good."
Don't worry about it. Also,
Yeah.
the House of the Dragon, the new season is so far I'm into it. It's moving a little quicker than the previous couple of seasons, so I'm all about that. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's moving faster than George R.
Definitely
Martin.
moving faster than he is. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And gonna. Oh, and the new season of Silo over on Apple TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and
yeah.
I'll add into this Lucky. And
yeah, of course.
My
yeah.
God, Anna Taylor Joy. Oh, she has, between her and Timmy Oliphant, makes this the best limited series I have ever seen in a long time. I want more of this. I need more of this. So what we're saying, Apple TV, is give us more of this. If not, Apple TV, we've got a great series for you that we're going to pitch to you about two people just, talking on a podcast. We'll make it happen. Just give us some monies.
Yeah, I bet
We ask so little.
No one's seen that before. That's for sure.
No. You've never seen that before without the words Zach Braff attached to it. So right there, that is a selling point.
That is true. And that's a deep cut for anybody who remembers Zach Braff's show about podcasting.
Yeah. In other words, we're the better version.
I don't even remember the name of that show.
No, neither do I, and let's not even try to remind folks.
It came and went very quickly. And
literally.
All right, let's thank our sponsor and get out of here.
Well, that will be our good friends at Outlaw Distillery. They give us the North Rim American single malt whiskey right here. If you would like to screenshot this.
Yeah.
And most importantly, Outlaw Distillery has other things like honey bourbon, which is helping me get through my my head cold. Not well at the moment because I hadn't drank that hard enough. But they got some other things like vodka and rums and whatever. But let us never forget our other fine sponsors. That would be Sugar House Distillery. They got all sorts of whiskeys and rums and vodkas and even craft cocktails in a can. Plus, let's not forget our good friends at Ogden's Own Distillery out in Ogden, Utah. They got all the fine vodkas like Five Wives, Five Husbands vodka. You know, the favorite drink of Trevor Lee. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We know how you feel about that sucker.
That
and,
fucking guy, yeah.
Yeah, that fucking guy. And of course, let's not forget our Madame Patarine gin. And of course, the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey, even their craft cocktails in a can. Plus, they even got the Underground. And if you need some beers, because, you know, we're in the summer months, so we have to conserve water, you need to have some good beers from Bohemian Brewery, and they will hook you up with all that great beer. We recommend the Cerveza right there. And of course, if you don't drink the drinks, that's fine. We have our good friend Ivy at Boozetique, and she's got all the non-alcoholic drinks there. But guess what? She even has some glassware and some stuff to mix your drinks easily. So just tell them all TV Tam Podcast recommended you by name. And of course, you can reach out to us, TV Tam Podcast at gmail.com, plus at our other social media platforms that are not labeled with the letter X. So that is our, just reach out to us on all those platforms.
Okay. That's all taken care of. The next episode will drop whenever the hell it drops.
And hopefully I will not be a Typhoid Martinez the next time you hear me in a studio.
And on that note, good night, America.
And jiggle that handle. It's time to drink some North Rim American single malt whiskey here. Cheers, motherfuckers.
History is one of the most infamous villains of history.
He will be remembered incredibly poorly, literally as a historically evil figure.
Fauci's guilty of mass murder and crimes against humanity on a scale of a Hitler and a Joseph Mengele.
Finally, someone's saying what we're all commenting on Facebook. He is an historically evil doctor. Step aside surgeon who stitched people's mouths to asses.
Well, we did fund gain-of-function research at a sloppy lab where a virus escaped and left 1 million Americans dead. And the media, they still treated him like a hero for shutting down the country for a virus he knew wasn't that deadly.
It couldn't be clearer. COVID killed 1 million Americans and also wasn't really that deadly, so we shouldn't have shut down. Remember, Fauci made this fatal virus in a lab, but he did a bad job because the virus wasn't even that fatal. Fauci's real crime is being a shitty, deadly virus maker. But good news, thanks to the Trump administration, the era of public health disasters is over. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna snack on some bagged lettuce. It's from Michigan, right? Christopher Nolan's a hologram.